We live in Shawnee, Oklahoma, which is kind of far out, but still within the kind of metro Oklahoma City area.
It's strange because it's pretty rural in a lot of ways, and so there's nature everywhere, but it's remarkably inaccessible.
I actually set a New Year's resolution that said, once a month we're going to go on a hike or a camping trip or an excursion outdoors, just to get out and connect with nature because it's something that we value.
Volunteers are amazing. They have unique skill sets, they have their own ideas that we may not have, and it's like a multiplier. You bring in volunteers and everything becomes this exponential solution.
The first volunteer day that we attended, I sent an email saying, hey, I'd love to do this, but I got kids. I don't know how much work they'll actually do, but can they come out? It was just like, yes, bring them, we'd love to have them.
I do remember the boys, seeing them cooperate with each other, which is just such a cool thing to see in brothers. I remember seeing them working together to take down a fence that was taller than either one of them. We look at this as a big, giant recycling project. We cleaned up about 3 square miles. The Blue River is like a big filter. The habitat in its natural condition is keeping that water clean and filtered for people to drink and to use. We were able to bring people to a place they hadn't been and I think really make a connection with them.
We've gone to the Blue River and it's just really fun to play around and get to be a part of nature.
After our first volunteer day, I had written a letter just expressing my thanks, and I think our experiences and feelings and thoughts about it are kind of summed up in one line from that letter, and it reads, "The stated agenda of the day may have been to help clean up and rehabilitate an old ranch, but I suspect the real work was to rehabilitate our souls and forge a personal connection with the land." And I think for me, there were probably some dead spots in my life, and not that my life was bad or anything, but there were just some spots that were empty, and to come out and find a place like this brought life to those places and kind of filled me up in a way that I didn't expect from a volunteer day. I grew up in Oklahoma, but I didn't know a place like this existed in Oklahoma, and so it was just amazing to discover it and experience it.